Freeholders. My name is Christine Licata. I am a resident in Cranford, and I'd like to state my opinion regarding Union County College's plan to lease land to Verizon to construct a 130-foot monopole cell tower next to parking lot 5B, which is an elevated point on the north side of Cranford. They have not filed an application with Cranford yet, and I am told that they only do that as a courtesy to the town. The commercial structure will tower over approximately 75 homes that are within 1,000 feet, and some homes are as close as 238 feet, and it's a half mile to 2 elementary schools. UCC said that they will install an in-building distributed antenna system that will provide 95% coverage through their 7 main buildings. Is that not sufficient to cover their cell service? I'd like to know their true issue, and I'm hoping someone in the Freeholders can speak with them on this. I'd like to know if this pole is technically necessary. It's a 130-foot monopole, and if it can't, I just want to know if it's needed for college purposes, essentially. UCC stated that the safety of students, faculty, staff, and visitors in the surrounding community is paramount. I'm confused because I don't know if an educational institution's duty is to ensure safety outside of its campus. They said that there's limited to no cell coverage in the Cranford campus buildings and the surrounding areas. Is it their job to provide cell coverage outside of their campus? I, along with residents in our neighborhood within 1,000 feet of the campus, get good reception. In my opinion, their resolution language twists their need for better reception within their campus buildings into a larger problem, encompassing the surrounding community, so that they can get this approved and monetize their land. And by leasing to Verizon, they'll definitely cover the cost of their DAS system. But I expect that UCC and/or Verizon will have to prove verifiable evidence that they need to construct this 130-foot tower. I don't want to take up too much time, but I'd like to just touch on precedent. When a buyer purchases a home in a residential neighborhood, especially near a school, they really don't expect to see a 130-foot cell tower pop up on school property. What precedent is Union County setting should they allow cell towers on school property within residential areas? It may change home buyers' perception of property near schools, which was once thought to be desirable, and will now be tainted with worry about the possibility of a cell tower going up around them. As a resident who will stare at this tower every day, I feel powerless. I see a public educational institution in bed with the telecom so that they can both make money. The law doesn't apply to them. They'll use their legal exemptions within local municipalities and the Federal Telecommunications Act of 1996 to strong-arm their way into our small residential community. And we will bear the financial burden of legal fees to fight this. And in the end, if we lose, it will lower property values due to the aesthetics and perceived health hazards. I've supplied you all with NTP's recent study from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services that was just out last week. So I know I emailed you all, but it is clear that RFR has biological effects, and I think we'll be finding out more about that in the future. So I urge your team to say no to cell towers in residential and educational zones here in Union County. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your comments. I just want to make sure that every resident is aware that it's really important. Only recently became aware of the situation. We've been receiving emails from different residents and making sure that our public information officer said to Leah that we were responding back as quickly as possible. While the board doesn't have is an autonomous agency for the Union County College, we currently are reviewing the matter and making sure that we're in conversation with the county college and making sure that we're talking to the residents of the county and any individuals from Cranford who have any issues. And for that factor is the reason why we have the public safety director of Union County College here today, also representatives from Union County College, who will give a couple of words in reference to the safety of the matter. I'll call upon Public Safety Director, Mr. Hines.
Thank you.